All right, from dancing to painting, we are thrilled to welcome back Jessica Gorlicki back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, it's hard to tie you down. I mean, you're just globe-trotting with your paint, and you're starting right now.
Here
you're
I go.
Right out of the gate, because you've got 6 minutes to do this painting.
I got 6 minutes.
You're an incredible performance artist, and you really do travel the world. In fact, you're jumping on a plane to Vegas right after this.
I am jumping on a plane to Vegas right after this. I know. Crazy times, but we got to keep the energy flowing, get a really good night's sleep, and, you know, just get out all that good energy so that we can create.
You're incredibly talented. Now, as a you're not formally trained, are you?
I'm not properly.
Self-taught.
Yeah, I mean, in my parents' basement for years, my sister and I, we would mess around, throwing paint everywhere, figuring things out, and just falling in love with understanding all of the different ways that you can experiment and experience creating on canvas, really. I mean, my main medium has always been acrylic on canvas, so that's still my main crush, so to speak.
Tell me about your first gig.
Yeah, my first gig, oh my goodness. Nightclub, 17 years old, wasn't supposed to be there.
That's why you learn to paint fast. We gotta get out of here.
Had an amazing time, absolutely. I had a bunch of event planners basically stuffing business cards in my pocket, and that was, I was 17, so that was a really long time ago, and I've been on an amazing journey ever since, and you know, you got to follow your heart. That's
Absolutely.
That's what it's really all about.
So since 2000, you've done over 1,000 pieces.
That is true. I've done over 1,000 paintings of all different sizes, of all different, you know, commissions for some amazing people out there, some celebrity encounters. I mean,
yeah.
You just, sometimes, you know, you just got to make
names.
things happen. Jeffrey Rush, Whoopi Goldberg.
Really?
I don't know, there's quite a few, yeah, there's more.
Did they ask for portraits?
You know, I was actually, it was the RAN charity event in New York City. I flew down for Whoopi Goldberg and Chris Noth from Sex and the City, and yeah, he is so good looking in person, I had to just say that.
Hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Noth.
And long story short, yeah, the painting sold for $3,500 and went to the Rainforest Activation Network.
Oh,
so I get to be a part of some incredible, incredible things.
What are you doing in Vegas, by the way?
I'm doing something that's at 11 in the morning, actually.
Yeah.
All I know is it's a 30-foot stage, and there's this huge LED screen behind me going to feature some of my performances. And Albert Einstein is my subject.
Ah.
Very cool.
Today, of course, we're painting upside down, but that will be
revealed very shortly.
Okay, yep.
Gonna keep it, if no one can already tell what it is. I mean, I know what it is, so it's obvious to me, but
the big reveal is coming up.
It's coming.
And by the way, you just did the big reveal for your new gallery.
Exactly.
Jessica Gorlicki Designs.
Thank you so much for bringing it up. It's been my baby for the last year. It's ready to go. It's a beautiful 3,000 square foot space where, I mean, I do all of my creative, I do photos, you know, my photo shoots, I get all my paintings out, I go nuts in there, and it's a beautiful space just to view the artwork or
Okay,
just
tell me
be
about
inspired.
Gumby.
Oh, Gumby, my 7-foot Gumby. I mean, I'm born in the 80s, so I want to be able to, like, just look around my space and be so thrilled to see some of the amazing, you know, nostalgic sculptures that are going on.
Yeah,
that's obviously, you know, who has a 7-foot Gumby in Pokey?
Exactly. How much would that cost?
Oh, I can't tell you that. I can't disclose the kind of information. You gotta come down and see it in person first.
Yeah. So, and of course you are globetrotting, so you do you make appointments to check out the gallery? It's in the design district,
exactly.
by the way.
So I'm at Caledonia and Castlefield.
Yeah.
It is in Toronto, 660 Caledonia, and it is by appointment only because I'm traveling so much for performance art. So, yeah, I mean, by appointment only, come down anytime, just let me know.
You can go into the gallery and you can buy something off the floor.
Of course, absolutely. And every other month we sort of switch up the artwork in there. And I'm going to turn her around now. Let's see what happens. Can I? There we go.
That looks like somebody who
Is it working? Is it working?
Yes, rather timely too, because Marilyn Monroe was in the news last week. She would have turned 90 years old on last Wednesday.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
But preserved in time and in acrylic by Jessica Gorlicki.
It's true. You know, just speed painting is always an interesting exercise.
Well, yeah, and it's a very unique talent too. Like, obviously a lot of practice.
Have you painted before?
I've dabbled in it. Actually, my mom loved to paint, so I kind of like just, you know, followed her and got into oil painting. But
it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, it looks like a ton of fun, but you've got to be good too.
Yeah, I mean, over time, things, of course, it helps. Practice makes perfect. It's like an athlete, you know. I guess Practice is really the essence of understanding your craft and feeling it out. And I just love what I do. I'm just so blessed that I get to share this with you.
Absolutely.
And I get to come here, and I just thank you all so much.
So you can commission stuff, like if someone
All the
wants
time.
either a portrait or something else.
And so, yeah, that 1,000 paintings you were mentioning,
Yep.
a lot of those are commissioned pieces.
Right.
I do so many different things for people, from abstract paintings. I love my pop art. I've been in like a pop art craze for the last few years.
Well, and actually, you have been compared to Andy Warhol. How do you feel about that?
I think that's amazing. I'm such a fan. I think that there were years where I didn't exactly understand why there was such a big deal made out of certain artists, and then
now
you
you're
finally
getting Warhol?
I'm totally.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Picasso made Cubism, Andy Warhol made pop art. It's just, they've changed the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's an amazing association.
Yeah.
Unreal.
And of course, it started for him on a Campbell soup can. Are you going to do any corporate tie-ins?
Exactly, and I do a lot of that. And I love corporate for that, because it gives me different opportunities and allows me to think in a totally different light, where I wouldn't, normally be thinking, hey, Coca-Cola, the 125th anniversary that I did in Montreal, and I get to, sort of construct an amazing brand.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's fantastic.
Wow. Now, this is your favorite thing, but you work, as you mentioned earlier, in all mediums. You like working with video, and music's a big part of your art.
Exactly. Thank you so much for bringing that up, because music is everything. I mean, it is the rhythm of the reason why I get to move really quickly on stage.
Speaking of moving quickly, I'm hearing 15 seconds left. Oh, this is exciting.
Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. And so, yeah, I mean, music allows me to get lost in my work. It brings me an energy, and it takes me far away. And that sounds really like hippie and crazy, but music is